The clones may be gone, but one mystery remains. Where is the real BR8DY? Without him, the future of the channel hangs in the balance. What the? Baby Brady? It took you long enough, man. I've been trapped here for almost 2 years. Who the fuck is this?
This is Baby D, but don't mind that right now. We're here to rescue you.
Why do you have a body?
Baby D, remove the body, please. You know it's dangerous.
Okay, anyways, I'm trying to think. The last thing I remember is Nick was going to do something to a bear. That's all I remember before I got kidnapped. I don't know. My kidnapper looked exactly like me too. It was very strange.
Wait a minute. How do we know you're the real Brady?
Because only the real me would actually sit down and review Bear in the Big Blue House.
Welcome to the Retro Gaming Show. My name is BR8DY, you already know. We review games either bad or good. By this point, I think you understood. BR8DY, Retro Gaming Show.
Thank you guys again for saving me, really. I owe you one. Baby Brady, good to see you again, man. It's been a long time. And Baby D, I don't know who the fuck that kid is. So, welcome back to the BR8DY show. It's been a while. Okay, so it's a long story, man. I got kidnapped by an evil version of me or something. I got held hostage in that warehouse. Thank the heavens for Baby Brady coming to save me. The last thing I remember, like I said, was Nick going to do something to the bear. And I also remember distinctly that we were planning on reviewing Bear in the Big Blue House on PlayStation 1. Me and Nick were planning on doing that. So I might as well, pick up where I left off at and actually review Bear in the Big Blue House on PlayStation 1. So by this point, I think we all know what Bear in the Big Blue House is. It's based off of an old ass show that I used to watch back in the day, titled Bear in the Big Blue House. Now the show was fire. I honestly don't remember exactly what it's about. Probably about learning stuff. It was a kids show. We're probably teaching kids stuff. I don't know. But the mascot of the bear and all the other animals, I honestly have no idea. There's a mouse. There's that guy, that thing. That's a little bear. We all remember the big bear though. He's the OG. So they obviously had to make a game because back in the day, movies, kids shows, and even just shows in general, they always made game spin-offs of the actual show, and usually the games are actually very good, such as Minority Report, Everybody Runs on PS2, or very, very terrible, such as Sabrina the Teenage Witch, A Twitch in Time. So how does Bear in the Big Blue House stack up to the show and other, show tie-in games? Let's dive into it and find out. So as we boot up the game, we see that Ubisoft actually worked on this game along with DC Studios, and then we randomly see Kermit the Frog. Okay. Now as we actually get to the main menu of the game, the bear is creepily leaning from off screen. He wants us to join the fun with Ojo on her birthday adventure. So we hop into the adventure mode and we have two difficulty options. We have easy and hard. There ain't no in between. There ain't no normal. It's straight up easy or hard. So what did we do? Come on, man. You know my name? We went hard. Now actually the adventure mode is kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. So basically you play as Ojo, the name of the little bear, and you actually roam around the house, walking around, playing a bunch of mini games, trying to search for your birthday presents in the house. How do you get your birthday presents? Well, you go into different rooms, play mini games, and when you win the mini games, you get your present. The first mini game we tackled is called Dance with Bear. So Dance with Bear is a button pressing mini game. You just have to press it in the order that Bear does, mimic his dance moves. Pretty simple. I did mess up the first time, and on hard mode does not play around sometimes with some of these mini games, I'll be honest. Sometimes you have to be literally perfect to beat the time clock, because all the mini games are timed, like a minute. I think 60 seconds are all timed. And yeah, this one was hard. You have to basically be perfect to do it, but we did it. And the present we won from beating this mini game is a radio, I guess. The next mini game we hop into is called Paint with Ojo. All right, Paint with Ojo, I'm not gonna lie, I straight up cheesed this mini game. So there's a few mini games in this game here that you can just straight up spam the X button and the directional buttons and you'll beat the mini game. So Paint with Ojo is one of the ones where you just straight up spam. So you literally have to cycle through these certain colors, choose the right color that the picture is trying to show you. It's a little hard to explain, but you can just straight up spam X and the directional buttons until you land on the right color, and then you just run through that mini game. Super fast. I mean, kind of trash. It's a little cheat code on hard mode. Even if I didn't cheese it, I feel like it'd be pretty easy even on hard mode. So moving on from that room, we travel to another area of the house, and in that room, we do the infamous popcorn mini game. This one's infamous. You've got to catch popcorn kernels falling from the air. You cannot catch the red ones or else you lose points. Pretty simple. Took me a couple tries, but I mean, pretty simple overall. And for this one, we actually won a beach ball. So we're speed running through these shits, man. The next mini game is called Tag with Tutter. Tutter is that little rat or mouse, I would imagine. So this mini game, he's emerging from drawers. You press the button corresponding to what he's holding, emerging from the drawer, to tag him, basically. And you do that until you get enough tags to beat the minigame. Pretty simple. There is a couple times though where I'll literally press the button, but then it won't register, and then I basically miss out on a point. So that's a little fucked up. But other than that, pretty simple. I mean, this is a kid's game after all, but still, for hard mode, I would expect a little bit more from you, Bear. I mean, come on, give me a challenge. But after all the bowl of unregistered clicks, we beat the minigame and unlocked a new present, tasty cheese. So moving up the stairs to the house, the big blue house, we move up to the second level and we have even more rooms to explore. So we go to the bedroom, first of all, and we have a brand new minigame to play with a brand new character that we haven't even seen in this game yet, Trilo. Trilo's a super interesting character. He is this guy right here on the case. I don't know what kind of animal this is. Now, this upcoming minigame is Feathers. What's it called? Let me see here. Trilo's Feather Game is what it's called. This game's kind of fire. So in Trilo's Feather Game, we have to collect more than 20 feathers from the pillowcase.
Catch 20 feathers in 1 minute.
This one's a lot like the popcorn, Pippin popcorn, except the feathers move from side to side, so it's a little bit more challenging, but we still pulled it off, man. You know my name. I don't even care what difficulty it's on. We're gonna go through this either way. And we beat that minigame, piece of cake, and our present for winning that one is a comfy pillow. Now, I don't know how old Ojo is, but a comfy pillow? There ain't no way I'd be excited getting a comfy pillow as a birthday present. Get me some Hot Wheels, get me some tech decks, get me a new Scooby-Doo game. I don't know, not no goddamn comfy pillow, or even from earlier, a radio. A beach ball could be cool. That is if, you know, I go to the beach quite often. Tasty cheese, that cheese is gonna go bad. I might as well just eat it right then and there. That's kind of trash. But the next thing I wanna talk about real quick, let's take a step back from the game. In the comments, let me know in the comments, have you ever in your entire life seen a feathered pillow? No, I have never seen a feathered pillow in my entire life. I can only imagine how uncomfortable and itchy your head would be if you actually slept on a feathered pillow. I've never seen one of those in my entire life, man. Dude, let me know in the comments if you've ever experienced a feathered pillow on your head, man, as you sleep. Let me know how it feels. Is it itchy? Like, is it pokey? Like, yo, let me know, man. I'm curious. So as we continue throughout the house, we move to the bathroom with another mini game with the homie Trilo. This mini game is titled Bubbles with Trilo. Now this minigame caught me a little off guard because we actually don't play as Ojo. We play as Trilo in this minigame. Now in this minigame, Ojo is blowing bubbles or whatever. He's in the bath playing around as kids do in bubble baths. I really miss bubble baths. But anyways, you play as Trilo and you have to pop these bubbles that Ojo is blowing. And the bubbles are flying up. Trilo's towards the top of the screen and he's popping them. Now, my one question is, why does Trilo pop bubbles like this? Do you pop bubbles with one singular finger? Like Trilo's method to popping bubbles is using one singular finger. If this was my situation and I was like, let's say fighting for dear life in this mini game, having to pop as many bubbles as I can, I'd have my hand extended like this. I'd be slapping the shit out of those bubbles, not doing this. That's so stupid. You know what I'm saying? So Trilo's method is trash. Maybe he could learn from the master BR8DY. I popped plenty of bubbles in my day. Trust me. That's the way to go, Trilo. Also, this one requires insane precision because Trilo is doing one singular finger. The bubble has to line up and you have to press the X button to like move your finger to actually pop them. You have to be very precise where the bubbles are because you have one singular finger of like aiming and the bubbles bounce off the walls and stuff. This one was pretty difficult, I'm not gonna lie. I also clutched up on this mini game because there was like, I forgot, like 60-second timer. I got the 20 bubbles that were required for me at the 0-second mark. I clutched up this mini game. And for all my hard work, what did we win? We won a wooden boat. The next mini game is with Bear, titled Making Faces. Kind of like Dancing with Bear, you just have to push the corresponding buttons in the same order, and Bear makes faces. This is the one mini game too that made me come to realize how zesty Bear really is. Now, what is our present for beating that mini game? Definitely the creepiest present that we get in this entire game. A really strange, creepy looking mask. Now we move on to the next floor. Yeah, this is a 3-story house. They were not joking around when they say big blue house. This is a really big house, 3 stories. So we go up to the 3rd story. Anyways, we're now in the attic. And the next mini game we dive into is called Let's Make a Picture. This one's literally just like the painting with Ojo minigame. You just spam, use the directional buttons. This one is so easy. I have no words for this. Like you can see the gameplay. It's fucking like so easy. This is on hard difficulty too. I'm sure any little ass baby could play this and be flawless and speedrun the hell out of this one. But what did we win for this minigame? We won a picture frame. I don't know why I said it like that. I think I forgot what we won. I have my script right here. We're gonna look at it. Yep. Until you win, we won a picture frame from this one. Yeah. Sorry, I've been trapped so long. It feels weird for me to be in front of the camera again and be in my actual room. Anyways, the next mini game is called Ojo's Memory Game. This one's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it's a basic ass memory game. You just gotta have a good memory. Pretty simple, any kid could do this. And our present for actually beating this mini game, this is such a simple mini game. We have one of the best presents of all time. A treasure chest. Literally looks like it's filled to the brim with gold and artifacts. Bro, now this is the kind of present I'm talking about. Get me one of these on my birthday. Now for the final area of the house, we head over to the balcony and play our final mini game called Clouds Across the Moon, with this creepy ass moon looking dude staring at me. Now, as funny and easy looking as this mini game is, this is one of the best in the game. This mini game was fire. You play as Bear of all people. For the first time you play as Bear and you're blowing away the clouds from the moon, blowing the clouds out of the moon's face, I guess. And yeah, but this minigame was easy, but it was super fire. and our reward for this one was a crystal star. Kind of like a crystal, it reminds me of the crystal skull from Indiana Jones, but nah, we got a crystal scar. Now this, crystal star, now this is what I'm talking about, man. Ojo is probably set for life now. Treasure chest filled to the brim with Indiana Jones artifacts and gold, and a crystal star. Who knows how much that's worth? Also, another thing I want to point out about this minigame, the bear looks so invested in blowing these clouds away from the moon's face. Like, he looks like the stakes are like he's fighting for his life. That's how he looks like when he's playing this minigame. I just thought that was funny. Like, the bear is so invested in this. Well, that's all the mini games in Bear in the Big Blue House on PS1. Now, there's a collection that we can look at in the menu, and as we look at the collection, it literally just looks like it looks like the most random assortment of items ever. If I had to pick two, I'm taking that treasure chest and that crystal star, and we're dipping out of this Big Blue House. I'm gonna get myself a big ass black house or something. I don't know. I love the color black. It's my favorite color. And the last thing that we can do in this game, and we can only do this after we have completed and collected all of the presents. It's called the birthday game, and it's literally another spam game. Just like painting with Ojo, you just spam and use the directional buttons. That's the final thing you unlock, is just the final mini game you unlock in this game is just the most broken one where you can just spam and win it in like 10 seconds. Other than that, in this game, there's obviously an options menu, and also there is an activity menu, which is basically select one singular mini game and play it. That's all that really is, nothing too crazy. But yeah, that is Bear in the Big Blue House on PlayStation 1, fully reviewed here, finally, after almost 2 years, fully reviewed on the BR8DY Show. So, I mean, Baby Brady, come up on in here. What do you think about Bear in the Big Blue House on PS1?
Bro, screw the game review. I gotta tell you everything that went down while you were gone. Evil Santa Claus, Uncle Bobby, all of the horrors I've seen.
Hold up, what?
I need to get you all caught up.
Okay, you're telling me I've been gone for 2 years and there's been battles, clones? Hold on, you need to tell me the whole story. Dude, no. What happened when I was gone for 2 years? Ain't no way that much stuff happened. Uncle Bobby? Who the fuck is that? Santa Claus? Hold up. You're telling me my evil self got into it with Santa Claus, Uncle Bobby? Oh my. I had to ask Baby Brady what happened in the last 2 years. I just got filled in on everything that's happened on this channel in the last 2 years. I didn't realize my evil, it was an evil clone apparently. I didn't know Nick made a whole clone army, and what came out of that was an evil clone. BR8DY, that is the one that kidnapped me. And I wouldn't have thought that the evil BR8DY clone was gonna still upload on this YouTube channel, which they apparently did for almost 2 years. And they got it in with Santa Claus. Santa Claus has a vengeance against me now? Do I have to prepare for this Christmas? Do I have to prepare for this Halloween even? Is there gonna be someone coming after me? Oh man. He filled me in on Baby D. The fact that he has a body and he shouldn't, it gives him too much power. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. My old friend Connor, he got exploded last Christmas and I wasn't there to save him. My buddy Tate, he died last Christmas too. I couldn't save him. I gotta go, guys. I got a lot to think about. We'll see you next Thursday on the next episode of the BR8DY Show. Have a good one, everyone. Subscribe for weekly retro gaming. Man, I got a lot to think about.
Seems like Brady forgot something. Oh, right, shout out the amazing channel members a part of Brady Crew. Baby Brady, Tate Harris, Brady's Girl, Nick Wally, Ben Wally, also known as Young Chili, and a brand new member of Brady Crew, Red Harlow. Also, shout out to another new member who joined Brady Basics, Ethan Alderson. Thank you all so very much for contributing. If you're interested in becoming a member, check the link in the description.